and burn.
Hey everybody! So tonight I want to discuss Cannibal Corpse's 2002 album, and that of course is Gore Obsessed. The main reason that I wanted to discuss this record was because after The Bleeding had been released, I'd picked up Vile, but by that point I was so tossing myself headfirst into Operation Ivy and shit by that point that the Dead Kennedys meant more to me than Cannibal Corpse. So I liked Vile, and I loved Corpse Grinder's vocals, and I loved how he was able to enunciate, and his vocal delivery absolutely annihilated anything Barnes ever did. But, like I said, I was so punk at this point that the record just didn't resonate with me the way that it probably would have had it come out a couple of years prior. But yeah, so I'd sort of fallen out with Cannibal Corpse. But then this record, around 2001 or so, the chatter started about Cannibal's next album and how it was raw, fast, and it sort of had the raw and fast, nothing they've ever done before has been fucking fast. But the social side of this, the chatter, was that this record was going to be thrashier, have more of a punk rock attitude to it, which Cannibal Corpse, of course, is not known for. And then the record comes out, and yeah, this record has such a fun, thrashy, sort of punk vibe to it. With Pit of Zombies, Dormant Bodies Bursting. What else is on here? My Pit of Zombies, Hatchet to the Head. I say Dormant Bodies Bursting because that's a disgusting concept in and of itself. If you were to be walking from A to B and there were a bunch of bodies there and you had to navigate your way through them, that would be disgusting enough. But then as you're passing by them, they burst. Jesus Christ, that is the shit that fucking nightmares are made of. And I really dig that about this record. But my favorite thing, actually, again, is just the fact that how thrashy this album is and how this record just seems effortless. Seems like the guys in Cannibal just had a blast making this album. And I think that's why the social side of this had come together so strong for it, and that there was so much chatter regarding it, because kind of broke the mold up until that. I mean, I felt the same way about Kill. I felt like Cannibal had sort of reinvented themselves on that record too, I suppose. But yeah, this record is amazing. This record is fun. The artwork, of course, it's Cannibal, full well. The artwork's rad. It's disgusting, blah, blah, blah. But I think probably the most impressive thing is When Death Replaces Life. That is such an epic song. And it's such a great way to sort of close this. I think that's the album closer. Fuck it. It's a great way to close this record out. God, I hope it's the album closer, because as of right now, I've gone blank. But yeah, it's a massive song, and that's not something Cannibal's really known for. When Death Replaces Life is almost has this sort of sense of introspection to it, and that is not something that Cannibal does. So again, there's another reason to sort of dig into this album, just because it's the songs, it's almost like they're trying something new on this album, kind of. And it works, because that thrashy punk attitude is so on point, and this record is so cool, and that's where I'm leaving it. So like always, thank you for hanging out with me. Kept it short again for a little over 3.5 minutes while I discussed Cannibal Corpse 2002 album, and that is Gore Obsessed. Like always, if you like this review, or you like this record, don't forget to do something nice for somebody, but most importantly, please don't forget that the world is actually a better place because you are in it. Getting out of here. Have a good night.